Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
It's very true that it takes a village to raise a child. And when it comes to my healthcare village at Community Health Network, it's all nestled right in my phone. Accessing healthcare is the ability to be connected with your provider and ask a question when you need it. I feel like when I'm meeting with a community nurse practitioner or doctor, they're tuned in to what is going on with me and the way that they can serve me best.
Stand by me.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually...
And Sparks is the leadoff. 6-3. Fly ball. Deep, deep, deep. Hit the fence. Sparks gets on with a double.
Now up the shortstop, number 4, Eric Tratnick.
Now batting Eric Tredrick. Sparks getting a good lead down there at second. Pitch, ground ball back to Gaskell. He fumbles a little bit. Over to first. Sparks moves to third, so Newhouser, Tetrick did move the runner over. Xavier Edgar.
Xavier Edgar.
First pitch to Edgar is a ball. Sparks is on third base for the Carrolll Chargers. Ball outside, 2-0. We got one out. We're just now getting started here in the first inning. Pitches for a strike, 2-1. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here this morning for this early 11 o'clock game. Ball, 3-1. Edgar's got 3-1 count on him. Swung up the middle, base hit. Run scores, so Sparks scores. Now batting Carter Irons. He's a junior.
Second baseman number 8, Carter Irons.
Pitch is low. 1-0. Runner on first base. 2 hits so far in the first inning here. Ball. Good lead over there at first. Gaskell throws over there, not in time. Joe Glander playing first base today. Glander pitched on Thursday night here and went all 7 innings. Pitched a great game. Pitch swung on. 2 strikes. 2-2 on the batter. Carter Arns. Over to first, no. Pitch. Foul ball. Okay, 2-2. Ball outside. Great catch there by Garrett Dixon. Full count. The pitch outside. Ball 4. Runners on first and second now. With 1 out.
Number 24, Asher Wagner.
Asher Wagner batting. First pitch for a strike. Wagner at the plate. Oh and 2. Runners on first and second base here. Throw to second by Gaskell. McCoy Falk was covering. Ball. Nice stop by Dixon. Looked like it hit him. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Run the hitter. The ball hit the runner going to third on the steal, and that's an automatic out. So. Well, we'll take a break here, and we'll be right back for the bottom of the first inning. Do you know what Will did? All right, we're going here.
The audio's still working, so we're all right.
All right, throw down to second. Jackson Cracker is the pitcher. He's a senior. McCoy Falk coming to the plate for the Millers.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Millers, shortstop McCoy Falk.
Falk has 16 at-bats and 2 hits on the season, but he's walked 11 times, so he's been on base quite a bit. The pitch swung on, foul ball, out of play, 0-2. The pitch high. 2-2 on the batter, McCoy Falk. Stretch to throw. Strike 3. Falk strikes out. Looking. Now batting, Trevor Corbett.
Now up to second baseman number 2, Trevor Corbett.
Corbett batting .533. He's had 15 at bats and 8 hits. Trevor Corbett, he's a senior. Going to St. Xavier next year. 1-1 on Corbett. First pitch, a strike. Newhouser, the batter. Pitch from Gaskell. Strike 2, 0-2. Pitch from Gaskell and no outs here. We're in the top of the second. Right down the middle for a strike, 0-2. Oh, 0-2 on the batter. Gaskell getting his sign here. Runners on first and second. Oh, ball goes in the dirt. Both runners advance. So now runners are at second and third. 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, foul ball, back to the screen. Sparks hit one to the wall in right field. First time up. He's got 1 and 2 here. His second time up. The pitch swung on, strike 3. So that's 2 outs for the Millers.
The shortstop, Eric Tratnick.
Tratnick is a batter, the shortstop, Eric Tratnick. Pitch for a strike, 0-1. The pitch, a little inside there from Gaskell. 1-1. Strike. 1 and 2. Ball 2-2. The pitch from Gaskell. Strike three, he got him. And the Millers get out of a big jam there as the Carroll Chargers leave 2 men on base, second and third. They get no runs and no hits, 1 error. And we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
All right, we're back now here at Don Dunker Field as the Carroll Chargers are leading 1-0 over the Noblesville Millers. The Millers got out of Gaskell got out a big hole this last inning by striking out the last two for the second and third out. So we're still a 1-0 ball game here. Batting now, it's Tanner Miller. Number 9, he's the right fielder for the Millers.
First up for Noblesville here in the bottom of the second inning. Right
He's had
fielder,
20 at-bats
Miller.
and 4 hits, 2 of them being doubles. First pitch for a strike. The pitch, swung on, strike, 0-2. On Tanner Miller. Pitch, ground ball, foul ball. The pitch swung on. Ground ball to third, over to first for the out. Tanner Miller goes down with a 5-3 play.
The center fielder, number 17, Cole Schott.
Cole Schott, number 17, is the batter for the Millers. He's had 20 at-bats so far this year with 6 hits. First pitch being a ball. Foul ball, out of play. Ball 2 to Caleb Shots. Or I'm sorry, Cole Shots. Ball 3. 3-1. We're in the bottom of the second inning here. Strike. Full count. Pitch. It's going into right field. Let's see if it falls. Foul ball. Right off that line down that first base line, that would have been some, could have been some trouble there if it had been fair. The pitch, ball 4. Luke Hagelskamp is the batter here for the Millers. I want to apologize to everybody for that first inning and a half. We had some internet problems, and hopefully we got them worked out. But sometimes on the weekend out here at the Dunk, we have a difficulty getting internet connection, and also there's a big tournament. Little league tournament going on in the backfield, so it kind of drains a lot of the internet reception around this area with so many people in one area. Catcher's got to tie his shoe and has to get it tied here. Hopefully he's about got it. Remind everybody we'll be back here at the Dunk on Monday to play Greenfield Central. Start time is 6:30. He's got it, putting his shin guards back on. One thing, when you got to tie your shoe for a catcher, you have a lot of things you got to take care of, like taking your shin guard off. Here we go.
The DH number 1, Luke Hagelskamp.
Hagelskamp and Luke throw over to first, not in time. Cracker's pitching a pretty good ball game here so far. Ball outside. The pitch. Ooh, inside. Come close to hitting Hagelskamp. Shot's got a pretty good lead over there at first base. Pitch. Another ball, 3-0. Pitch for a strike, 3-1. 3-0 count. Hagelskamp was taken all the way there, so. Throw over to first, gets away. Shots goes to second. He's going to third. Shot all the way to third base. I don't know whether he got something in his eye or got hit in the eye over there. But anyways, time we called here. Fitz checking Cole to see if he's all right. Whether they got dirt in his eye or got hit, I'm not real sure. Coach is getting a pitch runner ready, Coach Keever. Nope, he's good. Haglescamp now has a runner in scoring position here. Foul ball back to Stream, another full count here. I want to welcome everybody for tuning in here. Sorry for the difficulty at the first inning and a half because of internet. Oh, wow. Strike 3 for Haglescamp. 2 outs. Aiden Ramsey, the next batter for the Millers. Ramsey 16 at bats and 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Fly ball into left field. It's a base hit. Run scores. And Ramsey gets a base hit, and he's on first base. The Millers score, so we're tied up at 1-1. First Miller hit of the game here.
Next up for the Millers, the catcher, number 7, Garrett Dixon.
Garrett Dixon, the catcher, coming to the plate. Dixon's batted 12 times, has got 1 hit, 1 run scored this year. Dixon's a sophomore. Pitch outside, 2-0. Good lead over there by Ramsey. The pitch inside, 3-0 on Dixon. Dixon's walked 3 times this season, struck out 4. Ball 4, and he's on. Ramsey moves up. Time called. Coach Gaynor is going out to talk to his pitcher a little bit. They do have action in the bullpen down there. I can't quite catch that number down there in the bullpen for Carrolll. Number 10 is warming up down there for Fort Wayne Carrolll. Aaron Benfeld. Chris March, the third baseman, is at the plate here with the Millers with runners on first and second.
Now up for the third baseman, Chris Marks.
Good lead by Ramsey. First pitch for a strike on Chris March. Pitch, ball, a little low, 1-1. Throw down from second to try to get Ramsey on second base, but it was not in time. In fact, the ball got a little bit past the second baseman, but he was able to pick it up really quick, so Ramsey would not advance to third. Ball outside, 2-1. inside corner there. 2-2 on March. Pitch for a ball, 3-2. Kind of get away from the catcher a little bit, the ball did, but he quickly retrieved it, no one advanced. So full count here, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Ground ball could be trouble. It is. Miller score another run, base hit. Ball gets away. Miller score again. And March is on third base with a single. And nice try out there by the right fielder, but the ball got past him. He couldn't make the catch, and March went all the way to third base. One of them was a bad throw from
The shortstop,
to relay it in, and it got away. And now batting McCoy Falk. Pitch swung on, foul ball, out of play. Falk's got a 1-2 count on it. Here we go. Pitch of Falk, swung on, line drive right to the first baseman for the third out. But in that inning, the Millers got 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 runner left on base. So after 2 complete innings, the Millers are leading 3-1 over the Carrolll Chargers. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Some noise out here. Come on, who's dancing?
Well, we're back here at the dunk as the Millers have taken the lead 3-1 here at the top of the third inning. Adam Gaskell still on the mound for the Millers. Throw down to second by Garrett Dixon.
First up at Carrolll on the top of the third inning, the DH, number 3, Xavier Edgar.
Xavier Edgar is the batter. Edgar got a hit in the first inning. Pitch for a ball, 1-1. Foul ball. Ball 2-2 on Edgar. In action around the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, Zionsville leads. Oh, that's a final. Zionsville wins 9-2 over Edwardsville. And I believe Edwardsville is in Illinois. Foul ball. Oh, pass ball on the third strike, so we got a runner on first base. The pass ball strikeout.
The second baseman, Carter Irons.
Carter Irons, the batter. It's over to first. Not in time. Gaskell steps off the back of the mound. Now he's in the stretch. Pitch. Oh, he hits him. So 2 runners are on, no outs.
Now up the right fielder, 24, Asher Wagner.
Asher Wagner comes to the plate. Nobody moving. Wagner is the right fielder for Carrolll. Strike. 0-2. Runners advance, so there's runners on second and third now. No outs. The pitch, ball, 2-2. Pitch from Gaskell. Full count. Pitch swung on, fly ball. It's out of play down the right side. Pitch. Oh. Glander almost got it. Good try by Joe Glander down there at first base. It wasn't a very high pop fly, so. But he gave it a good try because he was back deep on the grass. And still full count. Runners at second and third. Ooh, that was close. Throw to second by Gaskell. To Corbett. Strike three.
The catcher number 2, Braden Chrislieb.
Chrislieb is the batter. He's the catcher. First pitch for a strike. Gaskell steps back off the mound. The pitch. Ball outside. 1-1. Miller's leading 3-1 here in the top of the third inning. But Carroll has 2 men on base, second and third. Strike 2, 1-2. Gaskell's got 5 strikeouts on the day. Ball a little high. 2-2. Ground ball, foul ball. Pitch from Gaskell. Ball gets away from Dixon, but he keeps it in front of him, so runners do not advance. Full count now. Runners on second and third, 1 out. The pitch. Ball 4. So bases are loaded now. Newhouser is at the bat. Keever's coming out to talk to Gaskell. All right, the Millers are going to bring in a new pitcher here. Gaskell pitched 2.1 innings, struck out 5, walked 2, gave up 3 hits, and Gaskell threw 63 pitches, 37 for strikes, and he faced 15 batters. I think it's Ethan King is on the mound for the Millers. Let's make sure. But let's take a break while he's getting warmed up here, and we'll be able to talk about it when we get back.
Number 22,
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
All right, we're back here to Dunk. Millers are making a pitching change. And let's go through Easton's stats. He's pitched 3 innings so far this season, giving up 4 hits and 3 runs. Struck out 2. He's faced 18 batters. King come to the mound for the Millers. He's a junior pitcher. So we're getting ready to get started here. The third baseman, Eli Newhouser. Newhouser got a hit in the first inning. Bases are loaded here. First pitch. Ethan, left-hander. Pitch for a ball. 1-1. Pitch swung on. Strike 2, 1-2. Foul ball. Still 1-2, 1 out here. Bases loaded here. Top of the third inning. Pitch swung on. That's going deep. Oh, what a catch out there by Ramsey. Flew out, but a run's going to score. So 1 run scores. Good catch out there by Ramsey in left field. He had to get back and catch it over his shoulder because it went over his head. It was a very good shot out there. Ramsey pulls it in for the out. So 2 outs now. Runners on the corner. Runner still in the corner here. The pitch outside. The pitch. Strike three. He got him. But the Carrolll Chargers get one run on no hits and 2 players left on base. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Well, we're back here at the dunk as the Millers lead 3-2. Top of the third, Carrolll Chargers got another run, so it's now 3-2. The Chargers have 3 hits. The Millers have 2 hits. More in the bottom of the third. Jackson Krager is thrown 46 pitches, 27 for strikes, and he struck out 3 so far in this game, and he's back out there on the mound. Trevor Corbett, the batter.
First up, the Millers in the bottom of the third inning. Number 2, Trevor Corbett.
First pitch to Corbett. It's a strike. Pitch high for a ball. 1-1. Ball 2. Two and 1. Hard hit ball to the shortstop. He got it in his glove, but he didn't make the catch. We'll see if they, I think it's probably a hit, but let's see what the score. The scorekeeper's saying. Single, yeah, base hit by Corbett.
The first baseman, Joe Glander.
Joe Glander, the first baseman, up. First pitch for a strike. Trevor Corbett's on first.
In there? They're throwing. He's throwing. Yeah, they're going to go into the
Ball inside.
Pretty cool, huh?
Strike. 1-2. Strike 3, he got him. So Glander goes down with taking a third strike there. 1 out. Tanner Miller comes to the plate.
Next up, number 9, the right fielder, Tanner Miller.
Pinch runner for Corbett.
Running at first base for the Millers is number 8, Blake Riggs.
Blake Riggs coming in to run for Corbett. Corbett. Tanner Miller at the plate. Throw back over there. He got him. Two outs. Riggs gets picked off. It's a strike, 0-1. Too high. 1-1. Ball. I'm sorry, they did make a pitching change. Aaron Benefelt is in pitching now for Fort Wayne Carroll. Ball outside. Ball 4.
Next up for Noblesville,
Cole
center
shot.
fielder, number 17, Cole Shot.
Coming to the plate. Shot drew a base on ball the first time up and scored a run for the Millers. One of the 3 runs the Millers have so far this game. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 outs. Ball was high, 1-2. Ball hit into left field. The fielder under it makes the catch. Logan Inman out there to make the catch. The Millers did get 1 run hit, no runs, and 1 man left on base. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Making some noise out here. Come on, who's dancing?
All right, we're back here at the dunk. Going in the top of the 4th inning. Ethan Gain is back out on the mound for the Millers. He came in with 1 out in the 3rd inning with bases loaded and worked himself out of the Millers out of a big jam there. Throw down to second. Getting ready to go. For the top of the 4th inning.
First up in the top of the 4th inning for Carroll, the left fielder, number 12, Logan Inman.
Logan Eman on the mound. I mean, at the plate. Pitch swung on. The shot over to first. He got him. Nice play by March over there. March to Glander.
Now batting
One
for the
out.
Chargers, number 1, Jackson Sparks.
Jackson Sparks, the hitter. Sparks hit that double in the first inning into right field. He's a lefty. Ground ball over to King. He got him. A good play right there by the Millers.
Number 4, Eric Tratnick.
Great play by Corbett. And great footwork by Ethan over there coming off the mound. Right straight back to Trevor Corbett for a line drive, and he gets the out. So 1-2-3 for the Millers, and they come back to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
The left fielder, Aiden Ramsey.
A ball on Ramsey, 1-2. Fly ball to center field. Sparks back there makes the catch for the second out.
catcher, number 7, Garrett Dixon.
Garrett Dixon, the batter for the Millers. First pitch for a strike. Foul ball out of play for Garrett Dixon. Another foul ball. One and two, 2 outs. Ball inside. 2-2. 2-2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Ground ball, foul ball again. Pitch outside, full count. Pitch hit up the middle for a base hit. Sparks picked it up and gets it in very quickly. So Dixon gets a hit here for the 3rd out. So the Millers in that inning got 1 hit, no runs, and no men. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Here again. Do you want me to announce that? The batter.
Top of the 5th inning, the DH, number 3.
The batter.
In the top of the 5th inning, the DH, number 3, Xavier Edgar.
Edgar, the batter. Gang is back out on the mound here. First pitch inside. Pitch low. One and two. I'm sorry, 2-0. 2-1. Edgar's got 1 hit today and 1 RBI and 1 run, so had a pretty productive day. Shots. March over to third, over from 3rd to 1st for the out. Nice play over there by March. So 1 out here.
The second baseman, number 8, Carter Irons.
Carter Irons, the batter. Irons has had 1 walk. The pitch. It's a strike. 1-1 on irons. Carrolll Chargers. Ball low. 2-1. Ground ball, foul ball down the right side. Foul ball. Ball a little high there. Full count. Fly ball, another one out of play. Full count. Throw to first. Corbett, DeGlander, 2 outs. That's Riggs.
You're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
We're back here at the dunk for the bottom of the 5th inning. Noblesville Miller still leading 3-2. Make sure, yep. Aaron Benefield is still on the mound for Carrolll. March coming to bat for the Millers.
Back up for the Millers here in the bottom of the 5th inning, number 11, Chris Martz.
Martz the batter. First pitch for a ball. First pitch for a ball. 1-1. Ground ball to third base. Over to first, he tags him out. Newhouser over to first base to Morris.
Next up, number 3, McCoy Folk.
Want to let everybody know that our website is quit, and we will put it on later on this afternoon when we get back. It's on YouTube right now, and pitch Up the middle, base hit. Ball. Strike there. 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2 on Riggs. Ball outside. Full count here. Ball gets away. Riggs walks. So the Millers got runners at first and second. Joe Glander comes to the plate. Time called by Carrolll. Want to remind everybody we'll be back here at the Dunk on Monday as Noblesville plays that makeup game that they were supposed to play last night against Greenfield Central. That time will be a start time at 6:30, and then on Tuesday night we'll be at Noblesville Miller softball as the Millers play the Hoosier Crossroad Conference game against the Fishers Tigers. Also on, want to make sure I get this right here, on the 18th, which is Friday night, will be here plays Fishers on Friday night the 18th. Joe Glander going to the plate here. Runners at first and second, one out. First pitch for a strike. Pitch swung on by Glander. 0-2 on Joe Glander. Ball high. Runners on first and second base. Pitch back to Glander. He throws to second, over to first, not in time. McCoy Falk does go to third, so does Vance a runner here. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Next up, the right fielder, number 9, Tanner Miller.
Tanner Miller, the batter here. The Millers got runners on the corner. There's two outs, though. First pitch to Miller is a strike. 2 outs. Miller's lead by 1, 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trying to get a weak little rundown here. Joe Glander. He's back. Kind of a stalemate there. That was a whole lot of nothing. Tanner Miller's still up here. Ball. Joe's going. And he got him for the out. For the 3rd out, no run scored there. 1 hit, no runs. 1 man left on base. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. Well, we're back here at the dunk for the start of the 6th inning, top of the 6th. Ethan Kane still on the mound.
Here at the top of the 6th inning, the catcher number 2, Braden Chrisley.
Grizzly's the batter, the catcher. The pitch. First pitch for a strike. Ball outside. One and one. Pitch swung on. Looks like it's going foul. It is. Down that right field corner. I'll remind everybody we'll be here Monday night to get base hit up the middle. For Crislip. Newhouser, Eli Newhouser, the third baseman's up next. Newhouser's got one hit on today. Ball, first pitch for a ball to Eli Newhouser. He's the third baseman. Throw over to first, not in time. The pitch. Strike two. I'm sorry, that's strike one. 1-1. Now strike two. Ball outside. It's over to first, not in time. Good catch by Glander over there. Ball. Full count. On Newhouser. Foul ball. Still full count. Strike three, he got him. One out now. Not in time. The pitch. Swung on. And 1. Foul ball out of play. Strike three. 2 outs. Logan Inman, the left fielder, is the batter.
Now on number 12, Logan Inman.
2 outs here. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Ball. One ball. Ball two. In Hoosier Cross Week on Saturday is University on Saturday is University. Got him for the third strike. So no runs, no hits, and one man left on base. And after 6.5 innings, it's still Noblesville. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
All right, we're back here at the dunk. I want to apologize to everyone. We've had some difficulty with streaming all day, and we've several times tried to cut it back, but we're barely streaming here. But it'll be on later. We'll take care of it, and then you can watch the action later. But I want to thank everybody and apologize for these problems, even though it's a Verizon problem. So Miller's on first base by hit pitch. Cole Schott is the batter. Fly ball into left field. Makes the catch for the first out.
Now for Noblesville, the DH, number 1, Luke Hagelskamp.
Luke Hagelskamp is the batter. Tanner Miller on first base. That's a ball, 2-0. Another ball, 3-0. Ball 4. Oh, it hit him. Hit him on the arm there. Now batting, Ramsey, Aiden Ramsey. Number 27, he's the left. Aiden Ramsey, the left fielder for the Millers. First pitch to Ramsey is a strike. Runners on first and second, only one out. Ramsey's already got one hit today. Ball. He hit him. So bases are loaded now. Timeout called here. I assume it's going to be a pitching change here. You know, he hadn't signaled for anybody down there. Nobody's really warming up, so. I guess not. I thought maybe there were going to be a change, but no. He's going to leave him in there. A hitting change here. Jalen Stidham's going to come in and hit for the Millers. Stidham will be the hitter. Little pause in the action here.
Next up for the Millers, a pinch hitter, number 13, Jalen Stidham.
So Stidham's coming to the plate. Stidham's a sophomore. Coach Keever talking to him a little bit. They are warming a pitcher up in the bullpen for Carrolll. Ball low. Stidham's batted 7 times this year, and he has 3 hits, so when he's played, he's done a good job. 2-0 on Stidham. Pitch for a strike there. 2-1. Jalen Stidham, bases are loaded here. 1 out. Foul ball. Back to the screen. The pitch. Ball a little high. Full count. Ball 4. That walks him. So Fort Wayne Carrolll walks in a run here, and the Millers score. Tanner Miller scores for the Millers. Timeout again here. I'm sure he's going to make a pitching change here. Both teams are huddling up. I want to go through that schedule one more time because it's going to be a busy week for I said that a while ago. Busy week next week. On Monday, we'll be back here at the Dunk.
Now on the mound is 15, Jace Richards.
We'll be back here at the Dunk for Greenfield Central makeup game. On Tuesday, we'll be at the high school for a softball game as the Hoosier Crossroad Conference game with Fishers, and we'll broadcast that one at 6:30. Then on Friday, the Millers will be here at the Dunk in a baseball game at 7 o'clock. And then on Saturday, University comes to town at a 1 o'clock start with University playing here at the Dunk. So three baseball games and one softball game next week for Hamilton County TV. So please tune in and watch the action. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better time as with the internet on next week. So in the ball game now for is number 15 for oh dear, I don't have a 15.
Next up, number 11, Chris Marks.
Chris Marks, the batter. Bases are still loaded. The Millers are up 4-2. First pitch for a strike. March has one hit on the day. He's our third baseman. Ball high. Foul ball, out of play. Richards is coming in to pitch for Carrolll. He's on the mound. Ball gets away from the catcher. Another run scores for the Millers. So Hagelskamp scores. Runners advance to Ramsey on third and Stidham on second. So that makes the score 5-2. Fly ball, it's going to be foul ball. Foul ball there. I don't have any information on Richards. I apologize for that, but this may be his first appearance. I'm not real sure. They've only played 4 games, so. But Mart's at the plate now, full count. Ground ball, this may be a tough one. It's through. Miller score again. And again. So the Millers have blown this wide open this inning with 4 runs. And Marks gets his second hit of the ball game.
Number 3, McCoy Falk.
McCoy Falk, the leadoff hitter. First pitch for a strike here. The Millers now lead 7-2. They have 6 hits. It's a strike. Ball 2-2. Pitch swung on, foul ball, out of play. Two on the batter. Gets away from the catcher again. March advances to second. McCoy Falk has got a full count here. Pitch, foul ball back to the screen. Strike three. It's 2 outs. Blake Reynolds batting. Blake Riggs. Riggs the batter. First pitch for a strike. He wants to get done. He wants to get out of this inning. Swung on, ground ball, back to the pitcher, over to first for the 3rd out. But the Millers put 4 runs across and 2 hits and 1 man left on base. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
The Millers game against the Greenfield Central Cougars has been moved to this Monday, April 14th. It'll be a 6:30 first pitch here at the
We're back here at the dump. We're going in the top of the 7th inning here with a Miller lead 7-2.
At Fishers, that'll be 6:30 first pitch, and then back here at the dump for game 2 against the Tigers for a 7 p.m. start time on Friday.
So we'll get started here.
Saturday, your Millers will host the University of
Gang's still back on the mound. Ethan's pitched a good game. Let's look and see his numbers here. He's thrown 49 pitches, 34 have been for strikes. He struck out 4 so far. Only given up 1 hit. No runs.
First up for Carroll here in the top of the 7th. Center fielder Jackson Sparks.
Jackson Sparks, the batter for Carroll. Pitch. Strike. 1-1. Miller, 7 runs on 6 hits. Carroll, 2 runs on 4 hits. One and 2 on the batter, Sparks. Ball. 2-2. Ball 3, full count. Full count on the batter. The pitch. Foul ball. Sparks is 1 for 4 today. He had a big double in the No, I'm sorry, he's 1 for 3 today. Had 1 strikeout, scored 1 run. Pitch swung on, foul ball, out of play. Sparks is a leading hitter on this team here at 500. Another foul ball, out of play. Full count here. Ball 4. Walked him.
The shortstop, number 4, Eric Tratnik.
Tratnik is a batter. Eric Tratnik. He's a shortstop. He's 0 for 3 today. Fly ball. The shot out in center field for the first out. Sparks is on first base over there. 1 out here. We're in the top of the 7th inning.
The DH, number 3, Xavier Edgar.
Ball, it hit him. Time here, kind of hit him in the ankle there. He's trying to walk it off a little bit. Keever's going to the mound. He's going to make the change. So Justin Keever's going to make a change. Great job by Ethan. Let's go through his stats here today. He pitched 4.1 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 4, and only walked 2. So a great job by Ethan pitching today, the young junior. And it looks like Trevor Corbett's coming in to pitch, I believe. Let's take a quick break here, and we'll talk a little bit about Trevor Corbett when we come back.
Make some noise, let's go! Making some noise out here, come on, who's dancing?
Well, we're back here at the dunk. Coming in to pitch is Trevor Corbett. Trevor has pitched a little bit in the scrimmage, but he hasn't pitched much this year. He's normally an infielder for us, but he's coming in the game to, I'm sure, to throw strikes and get us out of this inning. With 4 games next week, it kind of challenges your pitching staff. So Trevor's going to come in here in this final inning with a 7-2 lead and runners on first and second. But he certainly will be throwing strikes, I assure you that. But of course, as soon as I say that, he won't. But Normally he throws strikes.
Next up at Carrolll, the second baseman, number 8, Carter Irons.
Logan Irons, the batter. Corbett with the pitch. Oh, he hit him. So that loads the bases up. Asher Wagner is coming to the plate, the right fielder.
The right fielder, 24, Asher Wagner.
So bases loaded here. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Miller's leading 7-2. Ball. First pitch for a ball. Ground ball. Shortstop. Run scores. Everybody safe. Base hit. Infield hit there. So bases are loaded here. Foul ball. Pitch outside. 1-1. 1 out. Pitch for a strike. 1-2. Seven threes our score here. Corbett with the pitch. Swung on, fly ball to right field. Base hit. 1 run scores. That makes it 7-4. Eli Newhouser is the batter. He's the third baseman.
Third baseman number 5, Eli Newhouser.
First pitch for a strike. Bases are loaded here. One out. Strike 2. Oh, 2 on the batter, Newhouser. Pitch, foul ball. Ball. One and 2 on the batter. Pitch swung on. Foul ball out of play. Foul ball. One and two. One out. Bases loaded. Pitch swung on, another foul ball. Pitch from Riggs. Ball. 2-2. Ball 3, full count. Full count now. Base hit into right field. Run scores. Seven, 5. Still bases loaded. Justin Kiever going to the mound here to talk to Trevor. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Millers, so score 7-5 here. Millers need outs. They need 2 more outs to get out of this ball game. Pitch hitter here. Cole Haynes is coming to the bat. He's a senior. Kiever comes off the field.
Next up for Carrolll is a pinch hitter, 23, Cole Haynes.
Haynes is batting. He's hit 3 times this year. Has not got a hit. First pitch for a strike. Strike 2. Wind's picking up out there a little bit. 0-2. Foul ball. First, double play. And that's the ball game. The Millers survive after Carrolll scored 3 runs in the 7th inning, and so the Millers win 7-5
Noblesville 7, Carrolll
over the
5.
Carrolll Chargers. We'll be here Monday night, and I want to thank everyone, and sorry about the difficulty with the broadcast, but it'll be on a little bit later. Thank you.